But yeah, it changes from like 77 to like 40 or something, or 70 to like 40. Anyways, I got a citation there. But other than that, knock on wood, I have never gotten a ticket. So I'm a pretty good driver. I'm not trying to brag or anything. I'm a pretty good driver. But people in Nacogdoches, I promise you guys, are the worst drivers that I have seen in a while. I mean, you would swear that like the speed limit in Nacogdoches was like 20 miles per hour everywhere you go. I mean, people just drive so slow, so carelessly. I'm just like, seriously, people? Like, come on. That's not like I really have a place to go. I mean, like, I'm just in that big of a hurry to go anywhere. It's just not, I get tired of sitting there, like, inching behind, this car in front of me. I'm just like, come on. Seriously? We've got to do better. So, that really grinds my gears. While we're on the subject of driving, this is what I think about driving. Okay. I think that, you go and you get your license renewed. That's fine and all. Love the easy process. You just go in there, it's a snap. But I think that they should have a renewal test, like maybe every 10 years. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people, in their old age are fine with driving, properly, speed limit, driving, inside the lines and all. So, some people are okay with that. Other people, not so much. So, I just feel like, we might, we might think about, instituting a new policy where you have to retest every, like, 10 or 15 years or so. I mean, I think it's a good idea. Like, why not? I mean, my aunt, she's like almost 90. She just stopped driving like last week. Seriously. She got ill and she just stopped driving. So and she was doing fine up until then. So, I'm not discriminating, no ageism. I love the elderly, so don't get me wrong. I'm not trying to discriminate against anyone, but I'm just saying, like, some older people, do have issues, whether it be their eyesight or maybe, like their movement is impaired to where they just probably shouldn't be on the road because it's unsafe. It's really a safety issue. So I feel like, maybe every 10 or 15 years we could just, whip out a new test. Just have them drive down the block, just in traffic and just see they still got it. So yeah. But yeah, old people that don't know how to drive, young people that don't know how to drive, people that don't know how to drive, grinds my gears. Yes, it grinds my gears. Let's see. This is a touchy subject. I don't know if I should even touch on this, but I'm going to because it's my podcast. But I just want to talk about fraternity boys. Yes, fraternity boys. Had a good friend. I still consider him a friend. It's not a good friend, but we were good friends. Like, he would invite me over to just hang out. We'd talk about crazy stuff about his girlfriends and, my boyfriends, and we would eat lunch together in the cafeteria. He would invite me over to play Halo, even though he would just, pretty much embarrass me on it because I didn't know how to play. But he would teach me how to play Halo. We had so much fun together. Seriously, it was a lot of fun. Then he joined a fraternity, like last spring or last semester. Yeah, last semester he joined a fraternity, and it totally changed him. Now I like totally believe in organizations getting involved, especially on campus, in high school, especially in college. It looks awesome on your, resume. By all means, get involved. But don't let the organization, on a serious note, like, don't let the organization change you. You should be the one changing the organization. Like, I feel like if you're joining something they chose you to be that you were chosen for, they chose you because they feel like you would be an asset to the organization. So if you're going to be an asset to the organization, you actually have to, like, give them something, like, give them something, not just conform to them. And so I'm really kind of saddened by my friend and our friendship not being what it used to be. But I mean, it happens all the time. I see it happening all the time. But yeah, I just knew him personally, and so um sorry, my cat. But yeah, I just knew him personally, and so, I mean, I just feel like if you're going to join an organization, whether it be a fraternity, sorority, whether it be student government, whether it be whatever, whatever, don't let that title make you. You make the title. So that just grinds my gears when people, conform to, the organizations instead of vice versa. But grinds my gears a little bit. Let's see. Okay. On a lighter note, people that try to one-up you are just so, they grind my gears once again. Okay. And what I mean by, like, people that try to one-up you, like, if you, skydived last week, they skydived a year ago, they've done it twice, let them tell it. If you made a 90 on your test, they made a 95 on their test, people that always, always, always try to one-up you. Like, that is just so annoying. It just grinds my gears. I mean, seriously, like, if you did, I mean, it's fine, but you don't have to say it, like, every single time. And, like, I mean, it just annoys me. And I brought up that point because somebody did it the other day, and it wasn't to me directly because I don't play that. I kind of shut it down. I'll change the subject real quick. So, they didn't have the opportunity to try to one-up me. But, they did it to a friend of mine, and she's just kind of like, oh, it's just so annoying. Like, I mean, you don't have to be the biggest, best, why my cats grind my gears. They jump off of me. But you don't always have to be the biggest and the best and just whatever. So, my cat's trying to be seen. But you don't have to be the biggest and the best at everything, There are some things, but anything you've done, it's like that song, anything you can do, I can do better. Like, that is just the most annoying thing when people try to one-up you every single second of the day. Like, just no matter what it is, they just try to one-up you, and it's just annoying. Alright, you guys, last subject that grinds my gears that I can think of, unless I think of anything else. But, if we do another podcast, I'll probably do another grind my gears, because this is kind of fun. It's kind of like venting. But, this one is probably my favorite one right here, because this one annoys me to the utmost. Thugs in college. Thugs in college. Like, I mean, that in itself should be an oxymoron. It's just, like, come on. If you're in college, if you go to class, maybe every day, you wake up at 8 o'clock, 9 o'clock to go to class, you have a meal plan, you took the SATs, chances are you're probably not a thug. Okay? I'm sorry. Whether you're a female or a male, it's just, it's just so fake. You have fake thugs in college, and I know several of them. It's hilarious. They're like, trying to wear their gangster grills, and I mean, that doesn't necessarily make you a thug, but, they're trying to act like they're gangster. I mean, it's just kind of ridiculous. Like, you are not a thug. You're not a thug. You're in school. If you did the bare, minimum to get in school, nobody filled out your applications. Nobody paid your application fees. Nobody took your SATs for you. Nobody studied to keep you in college. If you're in college, you're not a thug. I'm sorry. Because thugs, they don't go to college. They don't. But yeah, I actually found this really funny, I'm trying to look for it. I found this really funny, definition of what a thug was. Oh man, did I lose it? Oh no, here it is. Alright, listen to this. It's not from Webster's or anything, but I thought this was hilarious. And it's just my idea of what a thug is. I totally agree with it. But, this is what they said. A thug. A person who has little respect for others and him or herself. A thug has below average IQ and likes to take part in illegal activities such as drug dealing, drug using, fighting, and killing. A thug will go to great lengths to protect his turf, most likely a street corner or a crappy playground. It's easy to spot a thug. They're on the corner with their pants around their knees, bandana or do-rag on their